What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a Squatch Trades breakdown. This is a recap of a trade that I took a loss on a couple days ago. I have a short out on that. I'll probably link that to this video somewhere, or I can put it in the description below. But let's start with the diagram first. So as in the previous video of the breakdown of this strategy, um, to review what we're looking at here, we're looking to see a break of structure. So basically a movement to the upside, taking out some sort of highs to the left, and then returning bearish from there, creating this lower high, lower low, and then this high to sweep this liquidity, and then continue bearish from there, creating the liquidity block right here. After this high got swept. So now liquidity to the left has been taken. In current price action, there should be no reason for price to continue above this high. So from there, we just wait for it to build up below that high, tapping potentially back into this retail point over here from this break structure to the left, and then making this fake out, this false move to the upside, trapping sellers. This being the trap from this high to the liquidity block. That's the seller's trap. So as soon as we get this false move tap, we're looking to, as you see right here, take the trade stop loss above liquidity block down to these lows here that were engineered, where this high respected, or sorry, this low respected this low, leaving orders resting here in the market. So that's what we're looking to do. And as soon as we get there, again, typically price will get, it might get in up in this range just a little bit, but then it will typically tank straight to TP. So if you've seen in many of my shorts, this exact thing will happen. So let's just review where this trade went wrong. So I've replayed us back to this time, or at 2:08 a.m. my time, Central Time. I was staying up late and taking a trade here. So sometimes I'll trade Asia, sometimes into the London session, depending on the day of the week. But anyways, so what we're looking for here as price was setting up, I was just starting to take notice this breaker structure trading happening here, which is the first step we're looking for, with these highs still intact. So let's see if we can get that break. This is what I was looking for when trading it. We did get the tap. So we have taken this high out. Continue price action. So tap back in a little more. There we go. We get that break. And now starting to look at this trade. So this is where I started to look. We were taking out this high. We had taken out these highs, had to break a structure to the upside. And then we're starting to have a little breakdown. Now what we see is, and this is where I started to mess up. So we had the high here after these highs were taken, and then we had this lower high come up to this, I'm sorry, this lower low up to this lower high. And then we want to see it continue down, come up here and take this high, sweeping this liquidity. As you see, this continue down. It did not sweep any type of liquidity. What I was looking at was this build up here. So we had the breakdown. This is what I was looking at. I thought that we had this already happening, thinking that once we came back up to this region right here, that we had the seller's trap set from here to here. But we did not have this high here taken. So until this high is taken, or until that happens somewhere else in price action down below it, there is no valid trade. So that's where I messed up specifically. So I went ahead and set my short right at the tap, liquidity block above, 2R trade. This is what I was going in for. Let's get rid of this. So that was the trade idea. That's what I was thinking. And so let's follow price action. So we got the tap there. I hit sell. Stop loss above, TP down below. And let's see what happened. So as price played out, we got that right there. But actually, so if we review what I ended up doing, and the second mistake that I made was when I started to see price here starting to, it made that drop and then continued back up where I was expecting it to respect this high and continue back down. It took that high out, continue to take this high out, and we see it continued beyond that because there was no liquidity block here. So I was completely trading off of no liquidity block. Once I recognized that after I was ready in the trade, this is where I went wrong. I went ahead and moved my stop loss up to this high here. I was like, well, shit. And if that was the buildup, we have this here. Do we have this liquidity block? But it didn't confirm yet. We still needed this high over here to get taken. So I moved my stop loss up here. And as you can see, it did continue to take that out as well. So that was the big error. Did not wait for liquidity block to get built before entering this trade. But also, if there is no liquidity block, don't take a trade. So don't do what I did here. But I hope this was valuable. I hope this helped. I don't want to just show the good. This is also part of trading is the bad. And I wouldn't call it the bad either. Just the lessons to learn. These are losses. It's all good. It's just a red day. I did take this trade and walk away. I'll make some future videos about trading psychology and just sort of the ups and downs I've had mentally with revenge trading and getting greedy and just all the things that we all experience as this trading journey evolves. So please do like and subscribe. Give me a follow if this content is something you're enjoying. If you want to see different or more of this, please let me know in the comments below. But I'll catch you in the next trade.